Prior to coming to Northview to sign up for the GED classes, I had worked for about 10 years after I turned 18, and I had really good jobs. I worked at Walmart. I was an assistant manager there. I managed a store for a financial institution, and there was one event that happened. My mother passed away, and then from there it was like a spiral effect downhill. I lost my job. I was depressed. I really didn't have anything to do. And so I sat down with my dad and we had a long discussion, and he told me, he said, well, you know what you need to do? You need to go back to school. All the applications that I filled out for employment, I wasn't selected. I was nervous because that little box on there that says high school diploma or GED, I couldn't complete that. And I didn't have that confidence because so many things had happened in my life. My mother was gone, my father was sick, I didn't have a job, I was just low. Probably at the lowest point that I'd ever been in my life. 28 years old, no direction. I had tried GED classes before, and I never connected with a teacher. And that's the reason why I didn't get a traditional education, because I never connected. And so when I came to Northview, I was placed out at Ivy Tech Community College at the Lawrence campus with Beth. And I knew the moment that I met her that there was a connection, that she wasn't going to give up on me, and she didn't. If I want to get in college, I have to get my GED. And from that point forward, I pushed. And I was in class every day. I was there early. We created study groups. I was studying with other students that were struggling in math or struggling in English. We came together as a class, and we made it a point to succeed from this. And so myself and a couple other of my classmates took the GED test on the same day, and I was sick to my stomach. I didn't know if I passed or not, but I went out to the car in between the break that we had, and I called Miss Beth and I said, I'm not sure I did so well on that math. And she said, you're fine, you did fine. So I waited in anticipation, and it was a Saturday morning. And it was almost as if at that moment God said, you need to be standing by the mailbox. So I was in my front room for some reason, and I saw the mail lady walk by and drop it in the mailbox. And when I went out there and I got that envelope, I just stood there. I was nervous. I didn't want to open it. And then I picked up the phone and I called my dad. And I said, it's here. And he said, well, open it. And I did. And it said that I passed. And I can remember standing there crying, and all of that hard work and effort, it had paid off. But I knew that was just the beginning. That gave me my motivation. I went right up to the college that following Monday and registered for my classes. At Northview, the level of education that they want you to receive is not just, oh, I got my GED, I accomplished it. They want you to internalize the information and for you to be able to take that to move on to the next level. Not just so you can take your GED and go work a 9-to-5, but so that you can have a career, so you can do what you really want to do with your life. Because there have been times when people have told me, you'll never be able to do this, or you can't do that. Miss Beth is always positive. Of course you can do that if you want to. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that's handed to you. And so in the fall of 2012, I started the mortuary science program at Ivy Tech Community College, and I received good grades. They weren't the best. There were times when I wanted to completely give up. I wanted to give up. I wanted to change majors. I just wanted to give up. And my whole life I had been a quitter. If things weren't going the right way, I'd give up. But the conversations that I would have with her, helped me to remember everything that I had accomplished. I got my GED. I successfully completed my first semester in college with a 4.0 after someone told me that I couldn't do that. It wasn't possible. And so I just stuck with it. And in May of this year, I graduated with my associate's degree. And now I'm registered for classes towards my bachelor's degree, and I start that in the fall of this year. And I know that nothing is impossible if you want it. And the people here at Northview, the people at Ivy Tech Community College, they're grounded. They're grounded with you. They don't give up on you. At 28 years old, if you would have asked me when I was 26 if it was something that I'd be interested in doing, I probably would have said no. I just thought I was too smart. I don't need to do that. I don't need school. But now I know that the quality of my life has changed. The person that I am now is a completely different person from who I was 3 years ago. The advice that I would give is to really sit down and have a self-evaluation. If I look at a picture of myself 4 years ago, I'm a different person. I am no longer that person that lacked confidence. I am no longer that person that was afraid to fill out a job application. Know where you're going in life. Sit down, make a plan. But if you just motivate yourself enough to know what you really want to do in life and you just give it a shot, you can achieve it. It's not far of a reach. You can achieve it.